Hi guys, I wanted to show you my DSO's final form. So I made a lot of, not a lot of changes, but very expensive changes to the build. I want to show you what I did. So I start with a simple thing. There was one thing that I missed to pick, which was this, which is very important, which gives me aura, increased effect of non-curse auras from your skill, which is very important. So pick this whenever you can, when you're around here. The other thing that I did, I changed my jewels. So this is the best, what you want for the big, large jewel socket. You want to have 3 things that increase your chaos damage. So each one of them have 30%. So just look for anything that has 30% and put 3 of them and see and pick the jewels. For the other jewels, what I want is the 10 damage over time. So I have brush on this and all of them. See, brush on this, brush on this, brush on this. So I have basically 4 brush on this here, and on the other one I have anything that gives me increased damage over time and increased damage over time. So it's not a big deal. The other one is not that. So I have 4 brush on this, and I have this guy that gives me 2% life back, and brush on this is 1% life back. So 4 of that, which is 4% and 2%, 6%. So anything I kill, I get 6% of my life back, which is very nice. So this is the big thing that I did. So the other thing that I have to do is to take these two. So another change I made on the tree is instead of connecting through here, I'm connecting through here, and then I'm connecting here, and I want to take this. So the next 3 points that I want to take is, one is this that gives me area, and then is these two. If you want, you can get rid of these, connect from here to here, refund these two, it gives you 1 node back, and then you can take this one. It should be similar DPS, but the good thing about this is it gives you area, and it gives you the option of taking this node also. But the biggest change and the most expensive change is this guy. So it gives me 21% damage over the multiplier, 1 effective by malevolence. I paid 15 exalt for this, which is very expensive. You don't need this, but it's good to have this. And then another thing that I did, the biggest changes are these 3. So I changed my rings to have increased chaos damage as implicit, and for the explicit I wanted another increased chaos damage. So I get 2 chaos damages from the ring and life. It was very hard to get life, strength, and increase chaos damage and get the resistances. So it was very hard to do this. Very expensive, and there was very few of them there. I didn't have any currency left. And for this guy, I was lucky enough to get a lightning. I crafted life on it, and I have again increased chaos damage, increased chaos damage. And here also I changed it. You can see I didn't get a good life, but I have resistances here, and I have increased damage over time and increased damage over time. This is also very hard. I crafted this one using using the garden crafting thing. So this is what I changed, and then here also I just changed this to something that I can put a jewel, to this white that I can put a jewel on the jewel. I have increased damage over time while dual wielding, and life, and strength. The problem was because I was changing this. So because of these changes, I lost a bit of resistances, so I had to change my amulet and a lot of life. So I changed my amulet, and on the amulet I'm also getting increased chaos damage over time multiplier, which is very good. And I have life and I have resistances. So because I changed my amulet, now I don't have the other amulet that made my despair cost 0 mana. So I have to do this basically. I basically took out the, what was it called?
When I'm ready, and not before.
I took out my defensive aura basically. This guy, Flesh and Stone. So now I don't have Flesh and Stone, but I can run the 3 auras, and I have a little bit of mana that I can use my blight. But with this setup, with changing this and using this gem, now I went from 500 damage per second for my aura to 800 damage per second. Like, I think this is the max. You can like push it a little bit higher, but I think 800 is the max. There's like another guy which is level 100 which has 800 DPS. I'm at 94. I think if I can get to 100 and if I take these two and if I take this guy, I would probably get close to 850. Anyway, let me show you the map. So I'm gonna do a citadel. Let's do this. So I'm 94 by the way. So let me show you. I'm doing at TC. I'm at 6 awakened. So it's still at the bosses. You can kill them fast, but you need the Valve Blight. You can. I try to not use Blight myself. The thing is, now that I'm a bit less life because of the jewel changes and removing my defensive, the flesh and stone, so I don't have a lot of defense now. You still die a lot. It's not a build that you won't die. So it's a bit hard to get to level 100 unless you just don't do any bosses or anything. But good, I got to the arena. So yes, I just want you to show you how the boss damage is. So oh shit, I just walked into that. So I'm trying to not use Valve Light, keep it for the boss. So you see, it's not that bad. It's easy. And now that I remove the flash and stone, shit. Anyway, I kill it. As I said, like, you die very fast when you make a mistake. So since I removed the flash and stone, now I have time enough spot for portal and for flame dash. Which flame dash by itself is a way to run away. Anyway, he's dead. All I needed was to last 1 second longer. So one thing that I forgot to mention is I also made another change. I leveled up my cast when damage taken to level 20, and I'm using the alternate coordinate divergence, which lowers the amount of life that you need. So when I lose 3000 life, it gets cast, and I have void, a sphere, and I have a silver skin. I don't think that's a perfect setup. I wanted to check it now. Like, my guard activates when I'm almost dead, which is okay, but having it at level 60 or even having it at level 1 with a silver skin, it might give you a bit more survivability. Just play with the whatever cast and damage taken that you like. I wanted to try this. Like, this cost me 2 exalt to buy, and I tested it, and I don't know if I like it or not. Anyway, let me show you this, how the boss works. So again, since there is some DPS check with this boss, if you don't kill it fast enough, it gets too small. This is the hardest of the guardians to kill, but I probably die. But let's see. Like, anything he can hit you with, you die. Okay, good.
I shall free you.
Free me. That's what I was talking about. So anything that hits you, you die really fast. But the thing is, you have enough portals usually to kill any boss. You can do any of the end game bosses with 6 portals. You can't do them deathless. This is not something that you can do deathless bosses with. Way too squishy, but again, the idea was I wanted to see how far I can push the damage. It's very expensive, not very tanky, and
I shall free you.
Not recommended to try this.
I need more mana.
No, get out. So this icicle thing is the thing that kills me. Usually bosses take 2 valve light or 3 valve lights. Don't kill me. Again, I don't like to filter the build and just keep running it until I have something deathless, so I'm just gonna show you how you die with this. But again, you can kill anything, as you can see. So I died 2 times to the bosses. It's not a big deal, but
Is that I am not alone
the
in
damage
this
is pretty
quest.
good. But again, like,
See
this
you
is not
soon.
very defensive. I hope that you can build a bit more defense to this. Right, I hope you guys like. Let me show you now. I think that's enough. I can show you the rest of the map if you want. You can skip it if you don't like it, but let me just show you. So for mapping, this is very good because nothing usually kills you. You can just walk around and kill stuff. For ultimatum, is very good. You just, as I showed you in the other videos, you just walk around and kill stuff. This is fantastic to do farming and currency. Like, I've never farmed that much currency in any character because you just run around and farm. It's really fast. You just put your loot filter to the, I have it at 4. You can put it to maybe the last one. You can go very greedy and just pick the currencies or expensive currencies and just run around. Because you have the phase run, you're running around very fast. And on my boot I have 20% movement speed. You can, if you can find a boot that has life and resistance and 30-35% movement speed, you can even walk faster. And now that the aura damage is high enough that it kills everything super fast, the movement speed doesn't play against you. If your damage is low and you move too fast, you have to come back to kill them. But with this, your damage is high enough that you can just kill everything in one pass. Alright, that was it. I hope you guys liked it.